Greetings Internet, Dave here. Today is our visit to Paignton Zoo. Hope you enjoy. Just a quick heads up, it is during half term, so apologise for any children. First stop in Paignton Zoo was of course the flamingos. Here they are, look at them there. They're moving around a bit today, as you can see. Happily little things. Enjoying themselves. I'm here with Dark Sylveon. I'll post a link to her video in the description below. And let's move on to our next lot of animals and see what else we can see on this day. And we found these little cuties, these lovely little marmosets, little monkeys, found in South America. Unfortunately, due to the pet trade, they are very endangered because of obviously the way that they're looking so cute, so fluffy. Fortunately, though, they do not make good pets. They are easily frightened by small children and loud noises. Now we're walking through a special bit of Paignton Zoo which was designed for fly-freeing birds, mainly wetland birds. We've stumbled across this lovely little bird. I'll see if I can get a better picture of it in a tick. There it is. It's just thrown down to this little branch. It is a kind of egret, a fish-eating bird. I filmed it here as it is going to get its food, stalking it with its lovely white plumage, plume being feathers, and it is going to get something nice from that bowl. Also, there are ducks and pigeons in this area. Unfortunately, they were too high up for me to record, so I spent a bit of time looking at this lovely white egret. And now we moved on to the Asiatic lions, not the African lions, the Asiatic lions. They are a little smaller than their African cousins and a bit more docile, as you see here. I'll get a very quick picture now. As you can see, this one is doing his best impression of a kitty cat sitting in the sun and having a clean. There are two females and a cub on the far right on the box. Unfortunately, once again, because of the limitations of my GoPro, I could not get a very good zoom in. But trust me, they are there. Dark Sylveon loves her big cats very, very much. She is a very happy kitty cat lover. But yeah, the Asiatic lion mainly found in India and parts of Asia. This is the grey owl, a owl found in northern and western Europe, designed for mainly snow-covered areas with its thick feathers and good hearing. And in this one we have a type of toucan or hornbill found once again in the rainforests of South Africa. It is a bug and plant eating hornbill. Its bill is mainly used for opening nuts and sometimes catching small mammals and lizards. On our way here we have a screamer on the right, the bigger bird. The bird in the tree, the red bird, is a scarlet ibis which is found in Africa. The screamer is mainly a ground-dwelling bird which has longer legs and a bigger body, the ibis being a more river-based bird to feed on small crustacean and insects. The screamer is not carnivorous to the ibis, but it would eat small birds and mammals. As we move along here, you see they have quite a nice enclosure, quite large for them. There are a few ibis in here and a few screamers as well. They live quite well harmoniously. Look at this lovely striking colours of the scarlet ibis there, just showing off its plumage. This is an African hornbill, found mainly in Africa. is adapted to the drier conditions and is mainly a ground-dwelling bird, but can fly if it feels like it to perch on trees. And here we have two cranes standing side by side, their heads moving sort of in some sort of a courtship dance. Cranes, once again, can be found all over the world. These ones are the ones from Africa, with their spiky head making them look a bit like punks, and of course they're in a pair for breeding purposes. Dark Sylvian was having some troubles with her camera at this point, so she took over the recording as I was getting her photographs for her. So that's the top of my balding head. You see that they are quite stunning in colour and also quite mesmerising in their movements. Forgive the shaking from my darling Dark Sylvian as she surveys the habitat and the enclosure that these lovely animals have. Here we have a toucan as we're more familiarised with it. The toucan was once a symbol for Guinness when it was introduced many years ago. It is a rainforest bird, once again eating nuts, berries and small insects. Bright colours on the beak and black feathers for the standard toucan. And this is a bongo. It is a type of antelope more than a cow, even though you may think it looks more like a cow than an antelope. It's the same species as the antelopes that you're more familiarised from the nature documentaries that you see on TV. It does have those white stripes along its back there, and obviously horns for fending off predators. It's a herbivore, mainly live in herds. We're quite good to get some nice pictures of this one, as he was or she was quite close to us, just wandering around finding fresh pasture to graze and eat the lush green grasses of spring. This is a new exhibit for Paignton Zoo, a lemur forest. These lemurs here can either be inside this enclosure here or literally all around us where me and Dark Sylvian are now. This one just wanted to come up and say hello while the others are basking in the sunlight down below. We got some nice pictures of that one as well on Dark Sylvian's page, so please once again go visit that. And the orangutans are out today. We have a adult down below on the floor along the bridge, and in the top there we have a youngster playing. They're just out having a nice stroll. You also see a gorilla in the background as well, out and about. As you can see, the water is clear and they have a nice outside, massive islands, lots of ropes, swings, bridges, things to play with. And that little one there is being quite cheeky, throwing his toys off his perch onto the floor, onto his mum. And here are the gorillas outside enjoying themselves. Two males. The second male is to the left behind the tree, which I did not get a very good picture of. This male that we're watching here was just wandering around for a bit and is deciding just to have a sit down after a stroll around his outside enclosure. They're outside at the moment, one because they want to be, who wouldn't on this lovely day, and second, they've just had some food thrown out, so it is food time. Ooh, food. They also have some bits to play on and wander around with, as well as their toys, and as you see, this one wants to go in, but then decides not to. Comes back out, runs around a bit, and enjoys himself on the spring day. Once again, lovely pictures of this one. And this is the enclosure for the coaties, or as Dark Sylvian calls them, cuties. These lovely mammals are from the rainforests of South America, used to warmer climates, so they have this special enclosure here. This box that they live in, or house, has over 100 bits of sheep's wool to keep them warm during winter. As you can see, they look really cute. The boxes in there are for foraging purposes, to hide their food, to make them work for their food. Lovely sort of ringtails, making them sort of like a lemur, but not in the same sort of species or subspecies, as they more walk on all fours than stand up. They do climb trees, of course. That one's just got a nice grub and is going to eat it high in the tree there. And the one in the box has just found a grub as well. Oh, yeah, grub. And here is a pelican. Its beak can hold more than its belly can, supposedly. Pelicans are found quite wide over the world, many in harbours. Their bill is long and has a pouch for when they fish, so the fish swims into their beak. They hold the fish in their beak with the water, spit the water out, the lids close, and eat the fish. And this is a type of crane once again, but it also is a member of the heron family, fish eater. Look at its gorgeous long legs and neck, and long beak for skewering the fish as it fishes. Not too similar to our herons that we get in this country. This is a more southern ancestor or cousin to the ones that we have native to our coastline here. Next bits of video, we're inside the rainforest exhibit. It's in basically a massive greenhouse. There is a lovely comedian there sitting in his tree, having his photograph taken. You can see the reflection of the dark sylvium. As you can see, it's a nice open greenhouse with lots of birds and also lots of vegetation. The vegetation being very important to the rainforest and the things. Well, this lovely little bird was here posing for us for hours. He's just caught a bug, as you can see, to feed for himself or his or her offspring. Still haven't found out what kind of bird this is, but we had many happy moments with this lovely little fella as he was just posing for us, letting us take his photos and filming. We believe that he is taking it off his young'uns when he's finished posing for us. And of course we have a turtle. Lovely little turtle hiding underneath there, not doing much, just breathing. I didn't go over the barrier for this one, so I was not disturbing the little turtle at all, as he was just sitting there having a good time, just watching the world go by. Here are some more turtles of different species with different colorations, and there is one on the move, going as fast as turtles go. And we don't believe it, but this one is actually called Victor. I started recording here because we saw these little birdies crossing and we decided to follow them. We don't know what they are exactly, but they're some sort of guinea fowl, we reckon. Same sort of species or subspecies of guinea fowl. And of course we had a lovely pigeon in there hiding. Yes, that is a pigeon, a more colourful pigeon than the ones we are used to in this country. Once again, you can see all the different types of plant around, as well as I was trying to get a better view of that colourful pigeon as he roams around in the undergrowth seeking out bugs. We caught up with those little guinea fowl there. I'll let you listen to some of the noises that they make, but they are very, very stunning and very, very beautiful animals. This little guinea fowl decided he was going to try and dig up some grubs. Look at him there. Happy little thing. Completely relaxed with people around him, taking pictures and videos. Digging up some grubbies. And this bit was absolutely brilliant. A feeding station for the birds right along the path there. As you can see, there are absolutely loads of them, and you can probably hear them over my narration. The lovely sounds they're making, the beautiful colours and prunage. They're all in that tree there as well. Doc Silverman taking loads of pictures of these ones. Spent a good long time with these. I'll just let you listen to their chatter, the noise that they make, the singing, the flying action that they do, and the fact that they're so happy just eating there. We had other little birds coming in and out all the time, different species all going to this feeding station, which was absolutely brilliant. I love the long tails on these ones as well. I missed a guinea fowl chasing a guinea fowl. And this is the desert region of Paignton Zoo. Once again, inside a greenhouse, a lot less vegetation and water for this. There's a little budgie in a tree there, singing his heart out. Of course, there'll be more birds and that around here. Not many reptiles though in this particular bit. Here we have a feeding station once again. This time we have some parrots and some little starlings that are desert bred or species looking to have some food. We spent some time here as well. As you can see, there are cactuses in this bit, aloe veras, and other types of cacti or cactuses, depending on your pronunciation. I'll let you listen to these ones have a chat for their food as they wander around and just do what they do, and let us film and take pictures of them. And would you believe it, we found some geese. I believe these are standard geese that you can find in anywhere in our country. Lovely little things and quite noisy as well. Wanted to get some food. The black rhino there, this lovely creature, and fairly hunted for its horn, which is made out of the same stuff as our fingernails, keratin, which is condensed hair. Eating, what a lovely sound. As we were walking up here, I spotted these two ostriches or emus. They are the female version of them. As we went past them, there's some lovely little things. We said hello to them as well. We found this enclosure, which have these lovely turs in them. Turs. A type of goat. As you can see, they are quite rare. They're a mountain species of goat. They have a small family here, lots of grass to graze on, some rocks to jump around on. Nice little family group, just happy there. Some little chugga-chugs, some pigs. These are a water variety of pig. They normally live near water. As you can see, they're just moving from the sunlight to the house after having enough tans, and this one's no stretch. And of course, the giraffes. Everyone loves giraffes. These lovely animals from Africa, the long necks. It's believed they evolved from a type of deer, believe it or not. I don't know if you can see them in this one, but we have two ostriches sitting down, two male ostriches, massive enclosure. They share it also with zebra, which unfortunately I was unable to capture on this video. Here we have a form of water cow or buffalo or bison, more cow sitting there in the sun, not moving much as it's a bit warm for this lovely lady and her black fur, trying to keep herself cool. And this is another little special enclosure that you can go into. In this one we have little lovely little things. They are little mongoose running around having a good time, looking for bugs, going in and out of the grass. Quite friendly little things, quite noisy as well. In a minute we will move around so you can get a better view of these little things and how cute they are. And on this side we have meerkats. This is obviously once again the same sort of species as a mongoose, just a different evolutionary path. These cute little guys live in family groups, carnivorous, so they will eat bugs and attack snakes occasionally in the wild, but they've obviously had a litter of pups this year, and we're just going to film them running around making their lovely little noises. Say hello to the capybara, the world's largest rodent. It's a giant hamster that likes water. He's on his own there, just enjoying the sun and the grass. Scurrying around, well, not exactly scurrying much, just sitting, standing, enjoying the sunshine there.
More hamster than rat.
Again, this is one of those enclosures that you can go into. In here we have some kangaroos. They are sitting down in the grass. I don't know if you can see them, but I am literally pointing the camera straight at one. To the left there, walking around, is an emu. The emu and the kangaroo are from Australia, the massive continent and the other side of the world from us in England. As you can see, they have a quite large enclosure. The emu there getting some bugs from a leaf before going back on itself, while the kangaroos just lay there and enjoy every single moment of the sun. Obviously they're used to warmer climates than this that we have in the United Kingdom. These two little birds had escaped from their enclosure and are free to wander around, a sort of guinea fowl. Once again, more of a cold species of guinea fowl, getting a leaf, eating it, and enjoying themselves. And of course, the peahen and the peacocks. These lovely birds are originally from India, as they were part of the Raj royalty. There it is, eating a lovely leaf. This is the female, a peahen. No pea chicks at the moment, just the females grazing and wandering around. And this is the crocodile swamp there. Below us is a small little crocodile. may
Mouth.
just be able to see him. In a minute he's going to open his mouth and actually move. Most of the time when you see a crocodile, they just sit there for hours and they're not moving. As cold-blooded reptiles, that is their thing. I went down to get a better view of him. These crocodiles, as you can see, have a thinner mouth, which is longer. These are mainly fish eaters. They use their mouths as sort of traps to grab the fish as they swim by, or swing it left to right and grab them. This is the other side of the enclosure for those long-nosed crocodiles, and here in there they're also what they eat, fish. Lovely little fishies swimming around. Of course the crocodiles don't actually eat them as they're fed, and that big fish there has a bite so strong that it can crack open a Brazil nut, so you do not want to mess with that fish. Back outside, and here is some outside turtles or tortoises, the small ones and some bigger ones. These are European turtles. They're quite used to being outside in our climate. Of course they do have an inside for when it gets too cold, and they're put in there with a nice warm heat lamp. You see the size difference between the big turtles here over on the left side and the little turtles that were just over at the right there. In this little aviary we have lots of birds. We have pigeons, we have seagulls, grey gulls, which you'll see there, which are quite noisy, as well as other lots of wetland bird. These are native to Europe. I'll let you listen to their calls. Here we have an echidna. This is from, once again, Australia. It is the Australian version of our hedgehogs, I believe. It has a longer snout for the bugs that it eats, and its spines there are a form of protection. Unfortunately, there is a kid throwing rocks and sticks at this. We were not happy and had a word with not only the kid but the parent as well, because obviously it is not right to throw rocks and sticks at lovely little creatures such as this. Here we have the Baboon Rock, home of the baboons. There is a massive family group here. This is probably the oldest part of Paignton Zoo. It hasn't changed much since I first visited. Baboons are once again from Africa. They live in quite large family groups, quite a few young'uns there, and they're quite loud when they want to be. But at that moment they're not doing much. found some chickens. Yes, chickens. Not rare and endangered, but still chickens nonetheless. This part of the zoo is a farm section, so they have a lot of farmyard things. Mainly rare breeds more than your common everyday stuff that you'll find. In this little section you have guinea pigs. Guinea pigs are from Peru and South America, originally a food source. And over here we have a sleepy sheepy. And this sheep, when he's not asleep, is very friendly and comes and says hello. One of the lovely keepers came along and was doing a check on the guinea pigs. And she was opening it up. She saw us around, so she found a guinea pig for us to say hello to. She found this little gorgeous guy here, whose name is Woody. Woody the guinea pig. Woody obviously being named after a character from Toy Story. He's a gorgeous little thing.
Oh, I need look at you, handsome. You handsome chappy. Hold your hand.
This here is the male peacock. As you can see, it has that lovely long tail there with the eyes on it for display purposes. And we also found around here a golden pheasant, which you might see wandering around in the background just behind the fence in the middle there, just to follow the line of the fence to where those trees are, and he's just in there. We'll get some better pictures of him in a minute. Here he is, trying to get some better pictures of that golden pheasant. He's just hiding there. Just go quickly, and then he's got us off. And look at the golden colours of him. This is Monkey Heights, where the monkeys now live. Lots of space for them, lots of lovely family groups there. They can go inside or outside. At the moment most of them are on the outside there, and who can blame them in this sunny weather. We'll move along here for all the other kind of monkeys that live in this particular bit. This is the inside of the monkey house. As you can see, one of them there is playing with a large twig of leaves that he's going to get to eat. There's some more monkeys in the outside. These are the tamarins. It's one of the species of tamarins. The one with the mustache. The wing commanders, as you will. Make some lovely little noises. Outside, and we come round to the next lot of monkeys. These ones, as you can see, have bold heads and white chests with a black back. This one is having something to eat, and I've got some really nice ones of him eating there with his friends in the tree. Snippet of an inside of some small monkeys as they were running around, as they have a more private area. Here we have some golden tamarins with some cabas monkeys. These two species live quite happily together. They have 3 sections to live with. This first inside section, a second inside section, and an outside section as well. According to a small gal, the golden tamarin's face looks like a form of squashed orange, believe it or not. This is the second part of the inside, and she starts leading to the outside there with that lovely golden tamarin monkey. decided once again to say hello to our friend, the giant robot, the capybara. As you can see, this time it's a bit further outside and a bit further forward, which is nice, so you can actually get some sort of scale for this lovely creature. A quarter, yes. Here we have a tapir. Tapirs are from once again South America. These large mammals have a big thing on the back of the head to protect from jaguar attacks. Here's a close-up of the lovely tapir. Gorgeous thing.
Oh.
Here we have some long-legged birds, similar to the other birds we saw earlier, but not the same as the screamers. I'm not quite sure what these are, but they look like they're walking on stilts. I can't believe how lucky me and Dark Sylvian are. At the moment, what we are watching are probably the most elusive creatures in Paignton Zoo, the maned wolf. Now, I know he's on the other side of the enclosure, and I can't get any closer than this, but look at that lovely red animal. Look at him there. His white tail, long legs. It's almost like a fox on stilts, and that is what they are also called, these maned wolves, fox on stilts. We spent a long time just watching this wolf walk around. See, that's why they're called foxes, because they look like a giant fox. Going back there once again, because we just kept coming back. We could not leave this really elusive creature. He normally only comes out at nighttime or darkness, nocturnal. But yeah, I just let you watch and enjoy this. We found out during this filming that the maned wolves actually had cubs, so that's why the adults are out a bit more. But still, we are one of the few people that got pictures and video of this elusive creature. back to the giraffe house to say hello to our giraffes friends, as well as having a nice snack. And we managed to get some nice close-ups of some camels, the ships of the desert. Look at them there, watching the world go by, having a conversation. This is the last bit of our video at the moment. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe. I'll be setting up a Facebook and Twitter. Till next time, knowledge is power. Use it wisely.